After causing the amputation of countless Congolese hands, Leopold II's own son was born with a deformed hand. Is karma real? This is King Leopold II of Belgium, and he ruled the Congo as his private property from 1885 to 1908. Under his control, people were forced into labor camps, hostages were taken, hands were cut off as punishment for not meeting rubber quotas, and entire villages were destroyed. 10 million Congolese died in total, and to put that number in context, that's around twice as many who died during the Holocaust. It's considered one of the most brutal colonial regimes of all time, and most people don't even know who he is. But here's the story that doesn't get told, the misfortune of the Leopold family. King Leopold II was desperate for a male child who could inherit his throne. His first child was a girl by the name of Louise Marie, who we'll talk about later. His second child was a boy, also named Leopold. Leopold II would then have two more girls, named Stephanie and Clementine. At the age of 9 years old, Leopold, who was the only male heir to the throne, fell into a pond and died of pneumonia. This was in 1869. Louise Marie, the first child, was forced into a political marriage with Prince Philip of Saxe-Coburg. It was cold, unhappy, loveless. So she began an affair with Croatian nobleman Geza Matacic. And for a royal woman in the 1890s, this was unforgivable. Her husband struck back. He accused her of mental instability, and in 1898, she was declared insane and forcibly confined to a psychiatric asylum for 6 years. There was no public trial and no real defense. She lost control of her finances, custody of her children, access to much of her royal income. She died in financial ruin, and her father refused to support her. But the story doesn't stop here. The third child, Princess Stephanie, married Rudolf, Crown Prince of Austria. In 1889, at Mayerling, Rudolf killed his teenage mistress, Mary Vetsera, then himself, in a murder-suicide. Stephanie was widowed at 24. Now back to Leopold. After his wife died, Leopold took a teenage mistress. What is up with these guys and their teenage mistresses? Her name was Caroline Lacroix. Lacroix? Leopold at the time was 65 years old, and Caroline Lacroix was 16 or 17 years old. I think you know where I'm going with this. He secretly married her days before his death in 1909, but it wasn't legally recognized. They had two boys together, the elder named Lucien Philippe Marie-Antoine, and the younger named Philippe Henri Marie-Francois, the youngest having the deformed hand. But because they weren't legitimate, the throne passed to Leopold's nephew, Albert I of Belgium, who died in 1934 in a climbing accident. He was a passionate mountaineer. But before he died,